Hello everyone, I'm GK and welcome to another Magic the Gathering Arena video. Today we had a user by the name of Test who sent in a list of Gruul Monsters, and I am a big fan of the Gruul Monsters. So we're going to try this list out. We're going to try it out in some ranked. We'll play 5 games. But this list is 4 Llanowar Elves, 4 Incubation Druid, 4 Thorn Lieutenant, 4 Gruul Spellbreaker, 4 Rekindling Phoenix, 4 Nullhide Feryx, 3 Domri Chaos Bringer, 4 Skargan Hellkite, 1 Vivian Reed, 3 Carnage Tyrant, 2 Ravager Worm, and then it is rounded out by 4 Stomping Ground, 4 Rootbound Crag, 8 Forest, 7 Mountains. So, very excited to try out this deck. I love Gruul Monsters. I miss Stormbreath Dragon and whatnot, but I mean, it's still a lot of the same card, which is kind of weird. We have the 1-mana Dork, we have the big dragon, we have the big 4-drop ding dongs, and so a lot of the same cards. But if you guys would like to have me try out a deck, please let me know. I post a video every single day, and I need many decks to try. So you can either leave it in the comments or you can message me, whatever you prefer. This hand looks absolutely amazing. We're going to go turn 1 Elf into turn 2 Druid, and to turn 3 either Nullhide or Rekindling, depending on what we're playing against. And this Nullhide Feryx, I'm excited to play this big boy. Alright, so it looks like our Elf is probably not going to stick around. I assume the Fanatical Firebrand will kill our Elf. I got a mosquito bite right on the ankle. The worst place. Kind of the only place that anyone ever gets a mosquito bite, but it is awful. It is going to town. Eat me alive. Okay, so our Llanowar Elves is going to get shocked. Kind of the same thing. Fanatical Firebrand will get in for unomas points of damage. If we were on the play, this would feel so good. But the chances of me being on the play, not likely. So we'll go Rootbound Crag, and we'll play this Incubation Druid. And then I think we just go ahead and play Rekindling Phoenix. It's going to cost them either 2 removal spells. Well, actually, I guess Nullhide Feryx is going to be blocking really well. They have another shock. Man, we're just so far behind. It's really unfortunate. Like, if we were on the play, this would be such a much different game. Like, the game would be so different. But that's what happens when you're a red deck on the play. You just got all the advantages. All the advantages. Alright. Big Daddy Nullhide Feryx, we need you to come through. We are super low though. We're taking 3 down to, or yeah, we're gonna be going down to 3. So we'll play Nullhide Feryx. I assume they probably have the Lightning Strike. But we can go next turn Rekindling Phoenix, and then the turn after that, Skargan Hellkite. Imagine if we got this thing down on turn 3, like just a turn earlier. Chain Whirler. So they don't have the burn spell, so that's good for us. If they don't attack either, that would be even better. But I would assume you just attack. Put me down to 2, and then you have so many draws that you can get to, but they're not going to. Interesting. Okay, so let's play. So a part of me wants to make Skargan Hellkite, play the Skargan Hellkite, make it a 5/5, and then we can potentially start pinging things down. Because if they're gonna have the removal spell or like the burn spell, they'll just use it on us anyways. So we're gonna play Skargan Hellkite, and then they have basically a turn. They have a turn to figure it out, or else we're gonna start a pinging things. The only thing I can think of is if they're running like Sheevan Fire or Lava Coil or something like that. But most of these lists aren't. It's literally like 4 shocks, 4 skewers, 4 lightning strikes, 4 wizards lightnings. Like, they're very straightforward. Just best value all to the face. So this tells me they probably have the burn spell. I assume they drew it. Some sort of shock, wizards, lightning. Yep, there it is. Good game. If only, like, just imagine if we were on the play. I don't think we lose that game. we would have been able to put the incubation, or we would have been able to put the druid out onto the battlefield. They would have had to spend their fanatical firebrand on our Lanimore elf, or not cast it at all and cast the shock first. We would have got Nullhide Feryx down before the Chain Whirler, I believe. Yeah, I think he cast Chain Whirler on turn 4. So if we were on the play, I think we won that game. Which is just crazy. That's a lot of standard in a nutshell. We go first. This hand, we are on the play. We have many draws. I feel like we keep this hand. I don't think we can necessarily mulligan it. It's such a good hand, we just can't play anything until turn 3. But once we get to turn 3, we got nothing but gas. As long as we're not facing some slow, or as long as we're not facing some like super fast aggressive deck. Another land. Okay. Play the forest. Next turn we'll go Spellbreaker. And if they've still played nothing, I'll go Domri. Okay, they have not played anything. Oh, of course, Thorn Lieutenant. Nothing like being a turn late to the party. Alright, let's play Spellbreaker. And they might have the removal spell, so we're just going to get in there for some damage. We're going to apply some pressure. This might be the Sultai deck. If they end up playing Wild Growth Walker, we can attack through it. If they end up playing any of like Jade Light Ranger or something, but there we go. Cast down at least is going to allow us to ooh, they're actually missing a land drop. What is our thought process? Do we want to go, we can either go Rekindling Phoenix to make it so they have double removal spell. We can go Nullhide Feryx to make it so they have to actually I think Nullhide Feryx is just the play. They're missing land drops, which means that they're not really going to be able to kill it, and they're on a 3-turn clock now. We'll get them to 11. I would like to play. Oh no! What is wrong with you? It's so cruel in so many ways. Who plays this? Okay. What is our options then? So I don't want to tack Big Daddy Nullhide Feryx into that. So let's go Rekindling Phoenix. And we'll just pass the turn. We can't cast our Domri at the moment because we have this Nullhide. But I really do think Nullhide Feryx was the correct play. It just happened to be followed up by an Orzhov Enforcer, which is so awkward. So what do we want to do? Do we cast Gruul Spellbreaker next? Okay, so I like that. We can go Gruul Spellbreaker. We'll attack in, give it haste, and then we'll cast this Thorn Lieutenant too. So we'll keep the Nullhide Feryx. They'll have to block with this Orzhov Enforcer hopefully at some point. It's even an Abzan deck. This is not a deck that I've played against, but it just unfortunately had to have that card. That's okay though. They're on a pretty quick clock. And if we draw a land next turn, we can activate Nullhide Feryx, play Domri, or we can just play Carnage Tyrant. Like, either or is a fine play in my book. A fine play. What do you got, opponent? Midnight Reaper. Take extra damage. Take extra damage. I got all the pressure in the world. We got a Lanimore Elf. A Lanimore Elves. So you are 6 mana to activate. A part of me just wants to shove with everything, so this will probably block the Nullhide Feryx. That'll get that off the table so we can play Domri. Midnight Reaper maybe blocks here. That blocks maybe here, so they're taking 1, 2, 3 plus 4 is 7 down to 2. And they'll lose a bit of their board state, so I think we're just going to shove with everything. I think we're just going to shove with everything. And then next turn we can go Carnage Tyrant and give it haste, which I don't mind at all. Nothing like Carnage Tyrants with haste. Big old bad dinosaurs trampling haste, and this card's annoying in the first place, and now you have to have trample, now you have to have haste. Okay, so just like we thought, we'll deal the damage there. They will go to 1. Or, I'm sorry. Not, okay, or have they taken... Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, have they taken the Midnight Reaper damage yet? So they're gonna go to 1, which means even this Lanimore Elf is going to be fatal. So let's go... Let's go Domri. And a part of me wants to just dig. I think we're just going to dig, and then the spirit can't kill. We have Nullhide Feryx and Incubation Druid, and then we'll cast this elf. And now we have like 5 ways to Sunday for our opponent to be dead. Nullhide Feryx with haste. You have Carnage Tyrant with haste. All of the goodies with haste. What do you got, opponent? An Orzo Enforcer. That was really good turn 2. We can deal with it now. And a Dust Zealot Legion. Very nice. Good game. Oh yeah, 1-1. The deck felt really good that time. Domri is such a powerhouse, but Nullhide Feryx, I've been liking that card a lot too. Alright, 1-1. 3 games to go. We're going to win all 3 because I can read the future. Playing against Massacre. It's our turn to be on the play. Or not. I didn't even want to be honest. So we're going to keep this. We're on the draw. We have Lanamore Elf into Incubation into a Rekindling Phoenix. Our opponent being on the play again might screw us over. Just because they're probably going to have, I don't know, if they have turn 2 Curious Obsession, they're going to be way ahead of us. Which they do. Of course. I don't know if I've ever played against this deck where they didn't have Curious Obsession on turn 2. Seems to be a trend. Siren Storm Tamer. Okay, so we're going to play Stomping Ground. We'll play this Incubation Druid. And we'll play this Elf. And then I think they might, if they have a counter spell, that's really unfortunate. But I'm thinking Skargan Hellkite next turn, make a counter. Hopefully, if we draw a land, and then we can start pinging things. Or, I'm sorry, we don't even have to draw a land. We can just play with the Incubation Druid, put a counter, and hopefully start pinging things. If they have Wizard's Retort, though, it feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. Which, if they don't cast anything, they probably have Wizard's Retort. Unfortunate. Please cast something. No! Okay. That's... Still need you to cast something else. Dang it. Okay, so... I feel like we're so far behind, we just gotta go for it. I know they have it, but we have 3 of these things, and we just gotta start getting them out. Here comes Wizard's Retort number 1. Uno mas. Let me see it. Oh, it resolves. It resolves. Okay. So there's a chance. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So we can't activate it twice. Don't do it. Whatever you have planned, do not do it. We can't attack. I guess we could... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we get a land, we could activate Incubation Druid and then still do Skargan Hellkite, along with, and then next turn we can go double activate on Skargan Hellkite. Another opt. So we have blockers for the 2 flyers, which is good for us. It allows our clock to not be so bad. If they have dive down, that would be bad for us. Trying to think of what we need to do. So I kind of want to activate Skargan Hellkite. We can attack in, get him down to 15. Or we could go second Skargan Hellkite. But that makes, I don't know, the clock isn't super exciting for that. So we want to draw a land, I feel. Because we can activate the Incubation Druid. Next turn, we can have double Skargan Hellkite activation. We're just kind of hoping this thing controls the board state. Another Siren Storm Tamer. Another one. Please don't have more. A Mistcloaked. Oh my god, they are going to town on the 1-drops. I really want to draw a land. Please give me a land. 1, 2, 3. Yes! Okay. Sorry if I just blew your eardrums. So I add 3. Okay, so we're going to activate this now. I guess they could have the 2/2 flasher that makes them lose all abilities, which would be really unfortunate. Maybe we should have done it at their turn, but they do. Dang it! It loses all abilities until end of turn. So yep, that resolves. It's a 3/5. So let's go to no attacks. Shoot! I can't believe they had that. That's unfortunate. Next turn though, if we can get 2 activations, that would be perfect. So they have opt. I guess I didn't even play around that one. But next turn we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 9 available. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, yeah, so 9 available. We could even play Skargan, or we could play Skargan Hellkite plus have an activated ability, or we could go for a ping, or we could go like ping ping, and then if they want to sacrifice these, we can do it again in response. So we have quite a bit of damage to be available. Do they have 1, 2, 3 plus 4 is 7. It costs 8. Perfect. We're going to 8. Opponent is drawing all the cards. We need to get rid of this stuff. It is too much damage. They're gonna cast another one. Good golly, Miss Molly. Nullhide Ferrex. Okay. So we have 9 mana available. We can. I kind of want to ping this before they untap, because they'll have 3 in here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they will have it available, but I also kind of want to block. So if we use everything, we'll have to. They'll be able to get in with. No, I guess it would still just be the unblockables. We're at 8, so maybe we just go for it now. So we'll do number 1. We'll go you and you. They could have dive down. Siren Storm Tamers are up. We'll still have a Lanamore Elves to block too, so we at least have a blocker for the Merfolk Trickster. And what is that targeting? That is targeting those 2. So let's go activate again and target. Target you and you. So the other Siren Storm Tamer is probably going to be sacrificed, I would assume. And then if they end up having dive down too, that's gonna really, really feels bad, man. Oh, wait. I guess I'm confused what just happened. Oh, wait. Maybe, okay, maybe it counters. Is that what it does? Counter target spell or ability that targets you or a creature you control. Okay, so they got rid of both of those to counter. Okay, so it just counters the ability as a whole. That makes sense. Alright, we are super far behind then. So block you, so we'll end up taking 5, 6, 7, so we have to block, unfortunately. Okay. Are we just dead anyways? That's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're just dead anyways. Oh, double Siren Storm Tamer. That's unfortunate. Again, I think that's one of those matchups where if we were on the play, it would have gone a lot better. Let me know though. Let me know if I made any mistakes that game, because even like the second Skargan Hellkite, I don't know. Maybe we were supposed to go Skargan Hellkite plus Rekindling Phoenix, make another 5/5, and then cast Skargan Hellkite, or make another 5/5, cast Rekindling Phoenix. We'll keep this. This is a good hand. That could have been a play, and maybe that was the correct play, to go Rekindling Phoenix plus Skargan Hellkite instead of the double double blocker. Okay, so we'll just play the Stomping Ground. Attack in for uno mas damages. And then we're ahead of the red deck this time. Joy to the world. So they're gonna shock me to the face. Ballsy move, Captain. Okay. Viashino Padromanza. Oh, and we have Skargan Hellkite now too. So let's go Rootbound Craig. And I kind of just want to cast this Nullhide Feryx because they can't deal with it. Rekindling Phoenix, though, they could go burn, burn. So let's do that. They can't block this guy. Or they can't kill this guy super duper easily, at least. If they have... Okay, they're not going to have Chain Whirler. I was going to say, if they have Chain Whirler this turn, we would just go Rekindling Phoenix next turn. But they do not have it, which is A-okay for me. Wow, they're attacking in. I guess we'll block. Maybe they just have a ton of burn in hand. Gruul Spellbreaker. So I want to kind of... I kind of want to bait this Lightning Strike into hitting Skargan Hellkite plus another removal spell. So it makes it so we... Yeah, I think I want to do that. That way they get double removal spell out of the way. And we're going to attack in for 6. We're just going to get that clock on. We have Gruul Spellbreaker, so we just have to get another hit in, and then we have Gruul Spellbreaker to give haste, and that should finish the game if they keep on attacking. But if they go Lightning Strike plus Wizard's Lightning on Skargan Hellkite, and then get in for 2, that's fine with me, which they don't. So Skargan Hellkite is going to resolve, or is going to at least stay for an entire turn. Unless they just have, like, Mountain Lightning Lightning. Spewer. Vivian. Okay, so what are our options? We can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have 2 left over. We can go activate Skargan Hellkite, get in with Nullhide Feryx, or we could attack in with Skargan Hellkite and Nullhide Feryx. If they don't block, we can finish them off. So they'll technically have to block. So let's do that, and then we'll play Rekindling Phoenix. Alright, so attacking with those guys. They have to block on the Nullhide Feryx. They go down to 8. And then we'll play Rekindling Phoenix. And we have 2 blockers. They have to have double removal spell. Basically... Yeah, they have to win this turn. If they don't win this turn, we crush them. We crush them. Sure. We go to 8. Do you have... it would have to be... Okay, so there's 1 skewer. Please do not tell me you have 3 skewers. That would be... Wow. Do you actually have... Oh my god. My butt cheeks clenched just a little bit. I was gonna be so mad. Oh no. Alright. We're 2 and 2. So let's try to go positive. I still am curious to whether or not we could have won that last game by playing the Phoenix and the Skargan, but it is what it is. All I know is my heart rate is racing. Oh no. Oh no. You go first, which is pretty good hand. I like this hand a lot. So we'll go turn 1, Lanimore Elf. And then we have the option to go Gruul Spellbreaker, or we can go another Elf. Just depending on what we're playing. If we can get this Domri down real quick. If we draw a land, I'll probably go Spellbreaker. We do draw a land. Okay, so let's go Spellbreaker. We're playing against Control, so we're going to give it haste. And then if we can resolve this Domri, we can cast Carnage Tyrant. It can't be countered. We'll give it haste. And that's going to put a quick clock, especially with the Spellbreaker making it so Settle the Wreckage isn't a thing. But I don't know if we want to cast this Spellbreaker, or if we want to cast Domri into open mana. So, let's attack with Spellbreaker. Then I kind of just want to risk it. Please resolve. Please resolve. No, it's not going to. Oh, yes, it resolves. Okay, we're good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see some panic in the streets. So we'll go ahead and play the elf.
My muscles may be small, but watch out when I flex them.
I haven't heard that one before. But watch out when I flex them. Okay, Carnage Tyrant coming in next turn. Haste. Big old boy is gonna go to town. Alright, you ready for this? Are you ready for this? I don't think you're ready for this. I don't think you're ready for this. Alright, give you haste. Kamikaze! Oh my god, opponent's down to 5. Oh no. They can't deal with the Spellbreaker too. Like, they can't deal with the Spellbreaker. Or, I guess they could have Fogs. They did play Hinterland Harbor, which would make it... I would assume this is a Fog deck. Oh, okay. Nice. That was a good... That was... I can't... I'm speechless. That was such a good way to finish off those games. But, overall, I liked it. I liked the list a lot. But the Lanamore Elves, Incubation Druid was really, really good. Thorn Lieutenant, we didn't get to play. I don't think it actually did anything for us, but with all the red that's floating around, I would assume that it's really, really good, that's why I like it in the deck a lot. Spellbreaker is just insane. It cuts off Settle and such, and I love it so much. It at least gets in for 3 points of damage most of the time. Rekindling Phoenix, amazing. Nullhide Feryx, I was very impressed with. It made it so complicated, and being on the play against that red deck, I think we would have most certainly won that just because we had Nullhide Feryx to block, and then, yeah. I don't know, Domri I love Domri so much. Skargan Hellkite, it's definitely not, it's not any of the previous Hellkites or Stormbreath Dragon or anything like that, but it's a fine card. Like, it's paired with Domri, I would assume if you can go this into Skargan Hellkite, that probably feels really, really good. Vivian, I love Vivian. It's a nice little one of. We didn't get to cast Ravager Worm, which that probably would have been really, really good against the mono red decks. You have it for Experimental Frenzy. You have it for any of the, like, the Ixalan's Bindings or anything like that in the control matchups, or the mono white matchups, the Convoke one. Or you can just fight a creature and such, and I think that's a good card. I wish we would have gotten to try it out. But yeah, I really, really liked the deck. So, that is going to be all for this video. If you guys enjoyed the content, please hit that like button. I would super duper appreciate it. And if you want to see further content, hit that subscribe button. But other than that, if there's any decks that you want me to play, let me know, and I will get to them, and I will see you next time. Bye.